So as probably most of you guessed, picking the bed up did not go as planned. So that was a good waste of the morning. I mean, it wasn't a super long time, but that was a good waste of time. So now I got to do it the good old-fashioned way, underneath, drop the tank, hope that none of the T-bolts snap or that the straps don't break, and they don't look like they're in that bad a condition, so I should be able to get by with it. It's just obnoxious. I'm really gonna have to look into something like a portable two-post or something like that. Getting beds on and off do these jobs just so much easier than doing it on the ground. At least it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to intentionally take a gasoline bath. So we'll see how that goes. day. Ended up having to get straps for the tank. Took it down. One of the straps had a decent sized hole in it, maybe about a 1/2 inch around, but it was just on the inside of the strap. It was just covered in rust, really thin, nasty. I got new straps. People in town get them same day. Didn't take very long. Slapped some black paint on them. Gonna put some insulator, weather strip, whatever that stuff is on there. Hopefully they last. Get the tank back in, pumps in. Yeah, get the tank in and hopefully be done with this for a little while. All right. decided to do a little change of scenery. Had to get the truck out of the way. Did the full fantastic floor jack shuffle. Got the tank back in. Got the Bed Slayer 9000 back in here. It is not pretty. I don't know how I got that wobble in it. Well, I got an idea how I got that wobble in it. You can really see it from this side. Woo, look at that. But I don't really care. I'm gonna figure something out on this bed, and we're gonna go. Probably gonna put. I haven't put a lot of time and effort. I've just griped about it. Trying to find metal suppliers around here just isn't easy. But I think I'm gonna have to just sit down and go through the phone book. Yes, you have to use a phone book here. People do not. They do not advertise on the internet. It's few and far between. Some use Facebook, but overall, you're not gonna like Yelp out a service around here. Anyway, I had to sit down and go through the book. I'm thinking probably order a bunch of 1/8" plate, and then maybe I don't know how thick I want for the floor bed or the bed floor. Would go about it, but my options outside of me buying sheet metal and doing it are let's see here: buy a steel flatbed, buy an aluminum flatbed, have a guy that's down the highway up the ways a bit build me a custom bed. God only knows how much that'll be. Wood beds are completely out of the question because I just don't like them on these trucks. Or buy a whole dump bed setup. If I buy the dump bed, unless I get a good deal on a used one, and preferably that would be with a truck that I could take other parts out of it, maybe get an engine or something like that. I don't really see going that route. I kind of, for the stuff we've got to do, just doing a dump conversion to the stock bed will be more than enough. Next project coming up is this guy. The transfer case shift cable broke. Well, I don't know that it's the cable. Likely it's the plastic bushings that are in it, but it doesn't shift into four-wheel drive anymore. I've got the advanced adapters, upgraded cable that's going to go in, but that's kind of a job. You pull the front drive shaft, take the whole center console out. You got to drive a pin out of the plastic housing thing for the shifter. It's kind of a big process, so that's coming up. Got a couple little garage projects I'm working on. I think the Dodge is kind of done for right now. I did find some side steps that I'm probably going to buy and put on. They're not for a Dodge, but they're dang near the right length across the rocker arm. They'll actually run. If I put them at the door gap here, they'll run all the way to just shy of the cab corner. About there, I think from cab corner to wheel well, there's like a 4 or 6 inch difference in length. The cab is longer, so it'll be fine. Let's start this guy up though. Let's see, it's been sitting for about an hour. Clutch in. It's not in gear this time. There we go. Everything's working pretty good now. I'd say the truck is 100 times better to drive around. Not much of modifications overall. Cam was pretty expensive, and it's not a very aggressive cam, but it is a nice mild cam. And the ECU doesn't freak out, so that's nice. And supposedly the head gaskets give it a little bit of bump up in compression. And supposedly the EQ heads flow a little bit better and blah, 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 because they're all based off the old Mopar, what were they? Mopar Performance Iron Ram heads, or whatever the hell they called them. I don't remember. but it's doing pretty good. The old NV4500 is holding up. Cup holder delete. I did get a CB radio. I have not ordered any of the antenna cabling or SWR or anything like that, but CB radio will be going in this general area where the cup holder came out of. And right now, until I can figure out what I'm doing about the bed, I'm just going to keep using it until something blows up. So, good times. Everybody have fun.